After the shocking pregnancy drama in Ibadan, everybody thought that was the end of Kemi's life story. Some neighbors even bet over bottles of palm wine that she would never finish school. But life had another plan. When the truth came out that Mr. Aid, the maths teacher, was the father, the whole street exploded. Market women started singing songs about him in Bodija Market. Teacher we no sabi maths, Nabel he sabi give. Even children teased him, shouting, "Uncle Ade, where is your calculator?" whenever he passed by. Respect? Zero. The man who once bragged, "If you fail maths, you fail life," had now failed in the mathematics of his own life. At first, Kemi's parents threatened police case, but when her stomach grew like ripe pawpaw, their anger melted into shame. Instead of handcuffs, they forced her to live with teacher Adi, and that was the beginning of another Wahala. Life under the same roof was not Nollywood romance. Aid's government teacher's salary was barely enough to buy pure water, let alone food. NEPA would take light, there was no money for kerosene, and hunger was their daily visitor. One evening, Kemi broke down. "So this is the life you gave me? No meat, no Maggie, not even ordinary biscuit?" Aid shouted back, "Did I beg you to come? It was quadratic equation that joined us, go and ask it for rice." Their quarrels became neighborhood entertainment. People would sit outside and listen like it was free radio drama. Children even gave their fights nicknames, Tom and Jerry Live Show. Despite all this, the baby finally came. Labor Day was another comic episode. Kemi screamed so loud the nurse almost covered her ears. "Jesus! I will never touch this man again in my life." The nurse replied, "We hear that every day. Once you see your baby's face, you'll forgive him." True to her words, the moment Kemi heard her son cry, she smiled through her tears. "He looks like his father." The nurse just laughed, "Na so love day." But life didn't suddenly get better. Pampers was a luxury, so they used old wrappers. Neighbors whispered, "See them. Their life done spoil before you even start." Church wasn't easier. Some women told their daughters, "Don't sit near Kemi. She is a bad example." Even her old friends laughed behind her back, calling her Mama Baby instead of Kemi. Ade, tired of insults, decided to hustle harder. He started extra coaching classes. At first, parents refused. How can a man who failed in real life teach success? But slowly, as students began passing their exams, more came. His pocket was still small, but at least they didn't go to bed hungry every day. Kemi, too, refused to give up. After months of carrying the baby, she returned to school. She would strap her baby at her back and enter class. Imagine her writing WAEC while rocking her crying child. People mocked her, but she endured. Life between her and Aid was still rough. They fought almost every week. One day, Kemi shouted, "If you don't get more money, I'm going back to my father's house." Aid replied, "Go. But don't forget to carry your quadratic equation, baby." They both burst into laughter, and that laughter softened their hearts. From that day, they fought less and learned to work together more. Years passed. Kemi matured into a wiser woman. Aid, too, became more responsible. Their son grew, filling their home with laughter instead of shame. Slowly, people's opinions changed. The same neighbors who mocked them started coming to ask, "Kemi, how do you manage your home?" The biggest turning point came when Kemi gave her life to Christ. She joined the children's department in church. At first, members gossiped, "Kemi? The girl that disgraced her parents? What will she teach children?" But when she stood before the children, she told her story with courage. Obey your parents. Avoid bad friends. I didn't listen, and I paid the price. But God forgave me, and He can forgive you too. She used jokes, acted drama, and spoke with honesty. The children loved her. Parents who once despised her now clapped for her. Aid's extra lessons also grew. Parents now queued to register their kids because he had turned into one of the best teachers in the area. The man once mocked as Baba Kemi now had respect again. Today, Kemi and Aid are still together. They still quarrel sometimes, but their love has survived hunger, shame, and gossip. When people see them with their son, they no longer laugh. They nod and say, "God truly turns mess into message." And whenever Kemi holds her Bible in church, Smiling as she teaches children, she says, "If God could change me, he can change you." Don't learn the hard way. Listen while there is still time. That, my people, is how the stubborn girl of Ibadan, once disgraced and mocked, became a living lesson for the next generation.